Hi Miss Lo, so today I'll be presenting to you my individual project. So basically I've done an overall analysis as well as the analysis for both bus and MRT. So firstly, the general analysis here, it actually shows different types of um, things that I can talk about. For example, the facilities, public transport, like the average number of people using the public transport, number of people using the different transport as well as the journey distances that are being travelled by the commuters. So now I'll be talking about, I'll just zoom into the bus. So so for instance, for the buses, we can tell that there is an increase in the number of ridership, and this is also because as you can see from here, the total number of facilities, there are actually more bus stops as well. And for the average journey distances, we can tell that there are an increasing number of people who travels by both bus and MRT as well. And in the number of people using the different transport, we can tell that from private cars, there are actually the most number of people using this mode of transport. So now I'll be moving on to the analysis of bus. So it can be seen like there is a correlation between the distance and average number of buses. So for example, the correlation is that if there is actually more people travelling by the bus distance, like the higher the number of the longer the bus distance is, the higher the number of average buses there are. And it can actually be proven that there are actually more bus route in operation. So this means that there are actually more people being able to take the bus as a transport, because the government has managed to cater to some parts of Singapore which might be isolated or further in, so that it actually caters to those people who probably stay in HDB or even condominium, so that they can take the buses to their destination. And I've also included the satisfaction for the buses overall. So we can see that there's an increase in the number of bus satisfaction in 2016, that it reached to 96.7%. And they also can use the fare calculator to check how much they have to pay for the different type of mode of transport, as well as they can also download this type of apps to check the bus timings. So I'll be moving on to the analysis of MRT. We can tell that there's an increase in the number of MRT because so basically we can tell that the average number of ridership here. So for example, like the type of public transport, for bus it has the most, so it means that most people actually take the bus as compared to the LRT, because LRT is relatively new, so therefore not many people will actually take the LRT. And also because LRT can only go to like certain parts of that particular area, for example in Sengkang. So like the next will be the average number of daily passengers by MRT. So we can tell that there's an increase in the number of passengers as well as the MRT distance. So this means that because there are actually more MRT stations now, therefore more people are actually taking the public transport. So there are actually some useful tips for the commuters. As stated here, for example, the train operation hours will be from 5:30 a.m. to about midnight, and they are actually usually extended during the festive periods, so on and so forth. So we can tell that there is also an increase in the percentage satisfaction for MRT as well. In the year 2016, there's 96% of them are actually satisfied with how the MRT works. So next I'll be talking about the analysis of both bus and MRT as well. So now we can tell that there are actually more people taking the bus as compared to the MRT, and there's actually the fare calculator which I've assumed it to be in cents. So for instance, because Singapore is a aging population country, so there persons with disability, there's a card for them, and it's actually the cheapest together with the senior citizen card fare, because my assumption is that since they have already contributed to build Singapore to where it is today, therefore the government would not want to tax them even more for this transport. And we also can tell that in 2016, there is a 96.4% of satisfaction of people who would like to take the MRT as well as the bus. So in my conclusion, I think that Singapore will be able to be a car-light city in the near future. Thank you.